Hi class, I am on main campus in Point Loma for a meeting, and so I thought I'd record a video with an ocean view even on this cloudy day, just to give you a little bit different viewpoint behind me. Hopefully you can still focus on my words while you're watching the waves. So you guys did an awesome job this week with your research questions. I know I was probably pushing a little bit on my thoughts as I kind of shared with you a little bit what I thought, but I hope that you guys really take some time to brainstorm. If you'll look at the example of the brainstorming activity, the person who did this, it's not me, but really started off on like, oh, I want to think about the homeless. And then, I mean, in a way, if you look at it, like, there's no real connection. It kind of has bothered me a little bit, honestly, to say, oh, she started off wanting to help the homeless and then got into how can we prevent homeless from getting into our condo. So that was her kind of brainstorming and progression. So she thought about the homeless and then realized, you know what, I'm really passionate about trying to get the homeless, help my condo with its homeless problem. Very different from a compassionate standpoint, very different, but also something very, very worthy to research. So as you're looking at your topics, do that brainstorming, kind of throw a bunch of things on the table and then on the paper, and then see what pops out. The second part of your week or your assignments this week are to then put it into this structured sentence. It's going to be like a very long run-on sentence, but I want you to really focus on the last part. The last part is really talking about how or kind of actually how and why. So you're really talking about the what you want people to understand, and I don't want it to just be understand how to, or understand homeless prevention. You really want this to be tactical. This is kind of where you get into that nitty-gritty. So instead of, like, some of you have talked about a little bit about infrastructure. So instead of just saying how to improve infrastructure, really get into how to prevent traffic backups, or I don't know. So just sorry, I'm trying to think of some examples, but really try to focus on that in a very specific way. There's a lot of great information written out there about those three different parts of that question. So really get into that, and once you figure out, finalize kind of that one route you're going to go between your two, start to play around with that question or that statement, and really focus on that last part of what you want the reader to really understand and be able to implement. That's the point. Not to just understand, but to understand how or why this is important and how to implement it. All right, so I hope that helps. I hope you guys have a good week. Please, please, please ask me any questions, email me, give me a phone call. I'd love to kind of help brainstorm with you guys. This is a very kind of complicated thing to understand. Or to kind of understand where we're going with this paper. I've written to a few of you that you need a hypothesis in the second part of this next semester. So kind of think, like, can I make a hypothesis out of this? We're not going to talk about hypotheses in this point, but kind of, is there something that I can really prove? You're not going to have to actually prove your hypothesis. You're just going to have to write one. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, I'm here to chat. Have a great week, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.